out of their regular season conference. Mills coming in as the number 1 seed out of their regular season conference, and both of them winning here over the last couple of days. They're going to match up tonight here on the Yellow Jackets' home floor, and looking for an exciting matchup. Had a good time yesterday. Both the girls and boys for Clinton played, and girls won a close one to punch their ticket to the semifinals tonight. Boys lost a close one in last night's nightcap, lost by 4 in a close game to a good East End basketball team. So we'll talk about the boys over the next day or 2 or 3 and kind of put a wrap on their season. We did get to visit last night after the games with Coach Judson Smith and Coach Matthew Post a little bit, and we'll catch up as it goes on. But it's Coach Post and the girls, Tammy Hodges-Johnson, that Yellow Jacket bench as well, looking to win in advance tonight to tomorrow's championship game here at the arena. They already know that they're going to the Class 4A state tournament next week at Magnolia. The final 16 teams coming out of this weekend's regions from around the state, they're going to gather in Magnolia, and the Lady Yellow Jackets are one of those. Could be Tuesday or Wednesday of next week. We'll know here by the time tomorrow is over, most likely next Wednesday, if you're making your travel plans to head down to Magnolia. But a lot to play for. It's an exciting atmosphere. And let's bring Mike Holly in, and we'll get you set for the tip.
Yep, number 1 Mills versus number 2 Clinton. In this one, winner goes to the regional championship tomorrow at 6 o'clock. The loser plays in the consolation game.
Hey, good to see you, yeah.
Clinton comes on the record of 14 wins, 16 losses. They were 4-4 in conference play. Got the number 2 seed, and they've won 3 of their last 4 ball games. They're 8-5 in games played here at Yellow Jacket Arena. Mills 17-8 on the year. They were the conference champions in the 4A5 South. They were 8-1 in conference play. They come in and out. They've won 9 in a row. Their last game out, they beat Heber Springs by a score of 64-50 on Wednesday night. Of course, the Yellow Jackets last night beat Fountain Lake by a score of 51-46. Olivia Johnson led the way with 18, Lexi Wallace 10, Maggie Gresham with 9, and Caden Brown with 8 points. Jackets jumped out to a 9-0 and 12-1 lead and led 27-21 at the half. 38-32 going into the fourth quarter, and Fountain Lake cut it to 38-37. And then Lexi Wallace hit a 3 that made it 41-37, and that would be as close as Fountain Lake would get, and the Yellow Jackets would go on to win last night's game 51-46 to punch their ticket to their 5th straight state tournament. And now the Yellow Jackets are 10-3 in regional tournament games, so a great record in regional tournament games for the Yellow Jackets. And hopefully tonight they can make it 11-3. Yellow Jackets tonight, he told them, Coach Post, if you win last night, you can wear your pink uniforms tonight. So the Lady Yellow Jackets are dressed in pink. Now one lineup change tonight. Kenna Collins out for the game tonight with an injury she suffered last night. She'll be out tonight, hopefully maybe to have her back next week when the Yellow Jackets travel to Magnolia.
And starting lineups being introduced by public address announcer Brian Henderson. As the Lady Yellow Jackets going to be dressed in the pink jerseys tonight for this regional semifinal basketball game. It's a little bit different look. We've seen that on maybe a few occasions this season. They're going to take a run through the student section, give them a high five across the end zone. I guess the student section, they kind of flipped tonight with home team, visiting team, and what I guess Clinton's going to be the visiting team on the scoreboard by being virtue of being the lower seed on the bracket. Mills the number 1, Clinton the number 2. So it's Mills in the traditional home white of high school basketball. And the Yellow Jackets, they're going to play in a road, we'll call it a road pink tonight. Student section switched. And, the kids had a lot of fun last night. I saw Creed Brown before the game, and some had a big student section. The cheer squad was there as well, and they had a good time. And that
we got reverse student section tonight. Our kids have never been on this end of the floor. Our student section's on the visitor end tonight due to the switch in benches. So, also, you probably catch the highlights of this one tonight. Fox 16 is here filming the highlights of tonight's action, and they were here for the last game also. So you might You might catch some action from Yellow Jacket Arena tonight on Fox 16. Mills very quick, and they can cause a lot of chaos. If the Lady Yellow Jackets can handle the basketball, that'll be the key. Don't turn it over. And then when you get in the half court, then not really fundamental on defense for Mills. You can make them pay. And a lot of times they will shoot, shot selection also kind of a challenge a lot of times for Mills. Just don't give them any extra shots on turnovers. Give them a lot of easy shots. Here we go.
They're taking the floor. The ball is in the air. Maggie Gresham to jump center, but Mills controls the tip. Your 5 on the floor. You see Gresham, Lexi Wallace, Olivia Johnson, Kaylin Lastly, and Caden Brown. And and on the dribble on the left side, looking to dribble drive, get in the lane. They do kind of float it up and drops it in. First 2 points of the ball game for the Comets, and they'll be in a full-court zone press. To Caden Brown across midcourt, over to Kaylin Lastly, number 3. Wallace on the dribble, number 2, Olivia Johnson. Three-pointer champ from the left side, good! Olivia gets things going, and the first lead of the ball game for the Lady Yellow Jackets. She had a good night last night. Let's see if she can continue that tonight here on her home court, the junior for the Yellow Jackets. And then Mills, top of the key. And they'll back up a little bit. They're going to kind of survey this Yellow Jacket defense. It's kind of a box and one going on. Olivia Johnson going man as a defender, and Wallace knocks away. It's loose on the floor. Lastly dives. Mills gets it back. Going to dribble down, get to the block, draw some contact. Shot up, won't go. Get a rebound, put back, and the basket good inside by the Comets. Back in front, 4-3. I think that was Kristen Johnson.
Yeah, she's really athletic. I watched her the other night, number 10, Kristen Johnson.
And Yellow Jackets will be whistled for a travel and a turnover, trailing 4-3, 6:35 here in the first quarter. Clinton's going to drop back in that box and one. You get 4 defenders in a zone, and then you got Olivia Johnson going man. On the dribble, behind the three-point line, shot up, long, over the basket, going out of bounds to save it back in, but into the hands of Lexi Wallace. On the dribble, left hand, right hand to Johnson. She catches on the move, puts it off the glass. Good. The assist and the score by Johnson. Back in front by 1.
Great pass. Ball never touched the floor. From the rebound to Wallace to Johnson for 2. You can't outrun the basketball, as they say.
Three-point tip off the glass. Good. The three-pointer, so 7-5.
That's what we talked about. That really wasn't a high percentage three-point look there. Not great form. I'm not sure how many of those she can hit, but she hit that one.
And Olivia's going to answer her second three-pointer. She has all 8 points for the Yellow Jackets in front, 8-7.
Olivia says, you can do it, I can do it too. Jackets playing zone defense, trying to keep everything outside, and it looked like a travel. And it was.
The call. And pressure in the backcourt by the Lady Comets. Will inbound the ball to Wallace.
Great pass by Lexi Wallace. And she made it by driving to the basket, drawing the defense, and dropping it off to Maggie Gresham. And we talked about if you break the press, don't turn it over. They're not very fundamental on defense.
We may have to track assists tonight, too, in this one. Shot up, blocked by Brown, off the glass, and Maggie Gresham comes down with it. Good defense. Lexi Wallace going to drive the lane, get by the defender. Shot up, won't go. Off the board, quickly going the other way. Pass ahead, and off the glass, going to travel. No, that's going to be an offensive, a moving screen there, right?
Yeah, kind of like we saw that night at Mulleton. The non-ball, the player without the ball ran down in front and just kind of run into the back of one of our defenders. A good call by the official.
On the left side, Johnson. She's got room for a three again. This one's off the rim, won't go. Hits the floor. Mills comes up with it. Quickly, they'll pass ahead. Wallace back to defend. Johnson going to drive the lane, try to strip low, Foul's going to be called, I think, before the shot. It is on the floor.
You want to get in a running game tonight. You want to pick your spots when you run with the basketball, like the Yellow Jackets did earlier with Lexi Wallace's pass to Gresham. But you don't want to get this into a track meet. That's definitely Mills' strength.
To inbound from the baseline, behind the three-point line. The shot up, three-pointer won't go. Offside rebound, though, and now Mills recover. They'll step back. This is a two-point attempt. It won't go. And
well, the Yellow Jackets had their best game of the year last night, rebounding. So far tonight, another good start to rebounding.
Lexi Wallace keeps her dribble, gets by 1-2, into the lane, around a third, by a fourth, misses the shot. Brown and Gresham fighting over it. Caden count the basket, and she's fouled. She got free from her teammate, Maggie Gresham, able to draw the foul, count the basket.
Yeah, Yellow Jackets tough on both ends of the floor on the boards. That time they were relentless. And Caden Brown pulled that ball away from a Mills player, and Mills will take a timeout.
4:03 in the first. The Lady Yellow Jackets off to a good start. We'll take the break. 12-7. You're listening to KHPQ in Clinton High School Sports.
Friday night at the stadium is not the time to worry about your finances. Let First Arkansas Bank and Trust ease your mind with their mobile banking capabilities. You can check your balance, transfer funds between accounts, and even find the nearest ATM for dinner after a road game. The free mobile app is available on the iTunes Store and Android Market. You can cheer loud and proud for the Yellow Jackets because First Arkansas Bank and Trust has you covered. See a branch for more details. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
F.L. Davis Cash Lumber, your Ace Hardware store, is a proud sponsor of Clinton Yellow Jacket Sports. F.L. Davis Cash Lumber can help with your electrical, plumbing, paint, tools, hardware, and flooring needs. They're a full-service hardware store and lumber yard. F.L. Davis can provide you with everything you need for your residential or commercial projects. The knowledgeable staff is always on hand to answer your questions. Visit F.L. Davis Cash Lumber, your Ace Hardware store. Same place, now Ace.
Jackets off to a good start. Caden Brown hits the free throw, completes the three-point play, and the Jackets lead 13-7. Mills with the basketball, trying to get to the basket. Brown cuts her off and takes the ball away. Great defense again by the Jackets, not giving up any ground on the baseline. And now they look to run. Lastly, her pass is knocked out of bounds, but Clinton will keep it under their own basket. And 13-7. Wallace with the basketball out front. Johnson fakes the screen. Lastly has it. Back to Wallace. She comes off the screen by Olivia Johnson. Nothing there. Still looking inside. Now cross court. Lastly catches a high one. Now inside to Gresham. She can't handle the bounce pass. And Robinson on the run. Ball gets away. And Lastly picks it up. And it's taken away from Lastly. And they're going to dip it inside for a layup. A lot of quick hands out there for Mills. A lot of times you just want to grab it and hang on to it for a minute. And the Yellow Jackets throw it away. First turnover really against the press. That was one of the keys tonight, was to limit turnovers, force Mills to have to play half-court defense. Inside, Mills drops it off. Shot is no good. Mills gets their own rebound, back up, and Gresham's going to be whistled for the foul. And that'll send Mills to the line.
2:47 here in the opening quarter. Clinton 13, Mills 9. Got Lastly, Wallace, Johnson, Gresham, and Brown. It's been those five thus far. Again, as Mike Colley pointed out before the ball game, Kenna Collins going to be out for tonight. And the first free throw up and in. Second one to come. Leah Sanders, that's Ambriel Tenner. Goes 1 for 2, and your score remains 13-10. Gresham will keep it herself. Maggie across midcourt. Into that man-to-man. And Wallace will dribble away. pull that second defender away, make it a one-on-one. She's going to right, left, get to the lane, kick it out into the corner. Kaylin Lassie, her three-pointers up, in and out, won't go. And quick outlet pass down the floor. Going to pull up outside the block. Two-pointer good, pretty shot. And that's Jamera Streets for two, 13-12. Got a one-point ball game. Pressure in the backcourt. Zone press. Clinton's going to get it across. Wallace. And she'll get away from a double team around to third. Gets the lane. Bounce pass to Gresham. Lets the defender go by. Second defender fouls Maggie Gresham. It's on the floor. Non-shooting for Mills. That's their third team foul with 2 minutes to go here in the opening quarter. And Olivia Johnson to inbound. She kind of blends in with the student section. Tonight's theme is neon or construction workers. Mm-hmm. And so there's a lot of pink in the student section tonight. And those pink jerseys, they kind of blend in. Lexi Wallace back into the corner. Olivia Johnson after the inbound. She hits the three. There's a foul away, and the official says count it. So Maggie Gresham after the screen. There's a Mills defender coming out, and that maybe count the basket. And the foul that took Maggie to the floor, foul wasn't on Olivia Johnson. Wasn't against Olivia.
She's going to get a chance at a 4-point play here.
Okay.
I was looking down.
Okay. I thought the foul was the defender that got tangled up with Maggie Gresham. It's 16-12. The official immediately said 3-point field goal, and that's the call. So the foul was not on the shooter, Olivia Johnson. Oh. It was on Maggie Gresham, who had set against her, who'd set the screen. So Clinton's going to get the basket and the ball. You don't see that often. With 1:55 in the second quarter.
Right back.
And before they could inbound the ball, offensive foul on the Yellow Jackets. That goes against Olivia Johnson. Her first, the team's third. So 16-12, a good opening corner. Going to drive the lane, try to split a couple defenders. Maggie knocked it away low, but they get it back. Jamera Streets with it. Picks up her dribble, needs help. And she's able to back it up, get it behind the three-point line to Mackenzie King. She's out front. Over to Jamera Gregory. On the dribble, right, left, spins in the lane. Shot up and bounces around and drops through. 16-14, long pass down the floor to Johnson across midcourt. And a little bit, it's going to tip. Might have hit Gregory first. Then it went off the hands of Kaylin Lashley out of bounds. So Mills back with it. They'll have a chance to tie or take the lead this time down the floor.
Jackets, as you said, rotation a little bit shorter tonight. Kenna Collins out for tonight's ball game. Definitely got to stay out of foul trouble for sure tonight.
Well, last night's first half where we saw the kind of the fouls add up, then it kind of different the second half, not so many. Shot up, won't go, rebound. Mills comes down with it, puts it up and in, and we are tied 16-all here in the first quarter. Pressure in the backcourt. And a ball gets loose, knocked out of bounds, and it's going to belong to Mills with 52 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Here comes Cameron Keith into the ball game for the first time tonight. And Olivia Johnson will get a breather. Mills to inbound from the baseline, behind the three-point line. That's Keith out defending. A three-point shot up, won't go, back of the rim, tipped. Mills comes up with it. 41 seconds, reset the shot clock. Mackenzie King on the dribble. And now she'll pass away. They get it to the left side. 2-point shot. Cameron Keith for the block. She's whistled for the foul. With 29 seconds in the quarter. Fourth team foul. In the act of shooting, though, 2 free throws for the Comets.
Mills 1 for 2 at the line so far here in the first half.
And the first one, in and out, won't go. That's what Kendall Warren, number 20, for the Comets. And she does get the second one. And a 1-point lead, 17-16. Shot clock off. Yellow Jackets with the ball. 25 seconds. They get it across midcourt. Caden Brown's on the drive. Kicks it into the corner. Lastly, back to Wallace. She's open for a three. Lexi, 3-point field goal. her first points, puts Clinton back in front, 19-17.
Need a stop here, yet Jackets get it to start the second quarter.
8 seconds behind the three-point line. Shot up, short, off the rim, won't go. They get the rebound, fouled on the shot attempt. Warren's going to go back to the free throw line. Exactly 2 seconds remain in the quarter. Mills trailing by 2. That's the first foul of the ball game against Cameron Keith. No, not Cameron Keith. Kaylin Lastly.
Mills, last couple 3 trips down, taking advantage a little bit of their size. They got a couple of offensive rebounds, tipped a couple, kept them alive. Maggie Gresham checks out, so the Yellow Jackets get small.
19-18, 19 all. Warren gets both free throws. 2 seconds. Inbound the ball to Wallace. Not enough time to get it down the floor. Hey, we got a ball game. Tied up. Number 1 versus number 2 here in the semifinal round of the Class 4A3 Regional Basketball Tournament here at Yellow Jacket Arena. You're listening to KHPQ and Clinton High School Sports.
First Security has been putting our home state first since 1932, helping fellow Arkansans and their families buy homes, grow businesses, and build futures. Today, First Security is still committed to helping you bank better, providing local solutions and local support in the places we love too. It's community banking with people you know and people you know you can count on. First Security. Bank better. fsbank.com. Member FDIC.
Towing and recovery is the last thing you think about until you really need it. Then you really want the best. There's only one name to call, Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery. They have the largest and latest model recovery fleet in North Central Arkansas. From small towing to heavy-duty towing, Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery on Highway 65 in Clinton is the one to call, 745-2992. That's Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery, 745-2992.
First quarter, Yellow Jackets shot the ball well. We're tied at 19 after one period of play. Yellow Jackets, really good first 6 minutes there. Had a couple turnovers there in that final couple of minutes of the quarter. That's what you got to guard against the press. If they get a live ball turnover, then they're able to shoot layups. They're probably not as good as shooters from the floor as they are getting those turnovers and scoring on layups. So Clinton will have the ball first with a chance to take the lead, and they throw it away immediately.
And on the dribble, going to take to the basket. Wallace defending, but it's a shot off the glass. Good. I think it was Mackenzie King for 2. 21-19 the lead. Again, Clinton in the pink jerseys tonight. They're the visiting team, the guest on the scoreboard. Mills as the number 1 seed. Above them in the bracket, they're in the home white here in Yellow Jacket Arena.
A lot of extreme pressure on the end. But once you can break that pressure there, then you're going to have numbers on the other end. You see there's 3 players between the free throw line and the end line. And they force a 10-second violation.
Well, I guess so. If you look at the shot clock, it was down to 24. Started
keep
at
your
35.
Head up. Keep your head up. When the trap comes, as we saw earlier, you can't outrun the basketball when you pass it.
(21-19) Mills basketball. Something in a straight zone. They played that box and one earlier. And shot up won't go by Williams. And foul's going to be called on Cameron Keith. And it'll be 2 free throws for Kendall Williams.
Yeah, you hate that one because we had her pinned up behind the backboard, an extreme angle.
She's 3 for 4 at the line. And she'll get the first one for her 4th point. 22-19. Misses the second. Rebound high. Comes down. And Mills comes down with it. Back to the
they're
top.
rebounding. They're starting to take control of the rebounding here.
3-point shot. Top of the key. Won't go. And fouls. The player's trying to get set for the rebound. I think they're going to get Cameron Keith. Trying to block out. And quickly, that's going to be her 3rd personal foul for Cameron Keith. And we talked about during the break earlier on air about a little bit shorthanded tonight. Keith with 3 fouls, 2 points inside for the Comets.
Jackets got to turn around backwards. Johnson threw off the back of one of our players, then picked up the ball and scored.
Wallace to Johnson. They may stay a little closer to Olivia after a couple of three-pointers in the first quarter. Lexi Wallace going to miss her three-point attempt. Mills takes it out of the air, 24-19, with 6:48 to go here in the second quarter.
The tempo right now is the way Mills wants to play.
A miss down the floor. Good pass. Keith to Olivia Johnson. Olivia's fouled. She goes to the floor hard, and she looks grimacing as she went to the floor. She's down with 6:41 in the second quarter. Teammates are around her. Let's see if they can get her up. She comes up quick. Let's see if she's going to be okay and stay in the game. She's going to have 2 free throws if she can. And it looks like she's going to walk it off there for just a second, catch her breath.
Already 11 points in the game for Olivia Johnson.
Misses the first. She'll have a second. And her second free throw. She gets it to go. 24-20, trailing.
Got a rebound in the half court. Mills is getting multiple shots on us. That's what we were kind of worried about. Jackets in the 3-2 zone defense.
A good athleticism. Maybe similar in size, both teams. And trying to break towards the lane, get a pass, foul called. Third of the quarter on the Yellow Jackets. Second personal foul on Olivia Johnson. Coach Matthew Post visiting with the official on the sideline there next to him, made the call. Shot up, foul on the shot. 2 free throws coming up for Ambriel Tenner, 6:19, 24-20. You know, my colleague, we have the chance sometimes to visit with Coach Matthew Post, Coach Judson Smith after the games, between games and stuff like that. I don't know if he uses the same words or not. He says sometimes when he's talking about official in a call that he probably didn't agree with during the game, he'll say something like, what's he say? You got to have some game sense or common sense about if you're going to make that call or not on that. And I don't know if he says that same thing to him or not about as Tenner goes 1 for 2 at the line.
Jackets already with 4 team fouls here in the second quarter, and we've only played a minute and 44 seconds.
Well, maybe Matthew Post just got a makeup call because there was a quick defensive foul called on Mills on the defensive press. Inbound the ball. It's near the sideline. Lashley picks it up. Good pass. She gets it to Wallace. Lexi can get down the floor. Defender trying to catch up. Left side shot blocked out of bounds, but keep it with the Yellow Jackets. Speaking of some of those calls, Lexi Wallace, a couple last night, we talked her 4th and 5th foul. She seemed to be running away from the offensive player. Picked up those fouls. Ultimately, fouled her out of the ball game. But Lexi on the dribble, into the corner. Lastly, fake. She's going to drive the baseline. She's going to be forced out of bounds by the defender. Foul called, and Mills now with their 3rd team foul here of the second quarter.
Jackets inbounds under their own basket. Had a couple of successful inbounds plays last night. As I said, Coach Post went back to some old ones back in November, December, and then put in some new ones.
Inbound the ball to Brown. Keith. It's Johnson, Wallace, and Lassie. Olivia for a deep 3 from the right side. This one off the rim. Won't go. And rebound now on the run. Jameer Sheets for the Comets. Quickly down the floor. Well, that's pretty. She's quick. She got to the basket, but can't get it to fall. And it's tipped. Olivia Johnson's got it. It's knocked away from her. Keith defending. Oh, let's see. And after
once again,
count the shot.
The official right beside the play, no call. The official near the scores table raced in and made a foul call. I will make no further comment.
And 27-20, that was Cameron Keith. That's her 4th personal foul. We'll go ahead and take the break. Stay with us. You're listening to KHPQ in Clinton High School Sports.
Wherever the river flows and however the game goes, the River Company is a proud sponsor of Clinton Yellow Jacket Sports. Just like in sports, you want someone who has your back. The professional team at the River Company Insurance does just that. They'll work hard to find you the most coverage at the best possible price, whether it's business, farm, ranch, personal, or automotive. The team at the River Company will get you exactly what you need. Sports is a team effort, so come join the team at the River Company.
Yellow Jacket basketball is brought to you in part by these fine Yellow Jacket boosters. By Main Street Florist. By Joe and Hash. Troy Groszowski with Edward Jones of Clinton. By Carrie Renfro of CMG Home Loans. By Susie Allen Salon. By Meller Sanitation. By the Webb Family Auction. These fine sponsors help bring you tonight's game.
First 2.5 minutes.
Well, Tenor misses the free throw. Mills gets the rebound. First putback won't go. Second won't go. Trying to get a third and tie it up. Alternate possession will keep it with Mills.
3 rebounds there for Mills. That's the difference in the game. The Jackets held their own for about the first 6 minutes of the first quarter, but Mills is really asserting themselves now on the offensive boards.
Maggie Gresham returns. Cameron Keith out. 5:29 to go. Second quarter, trailing 27-20. It was tied at the end of the first quarter. And on the dribble, offensive foul. Going to be whistled against Mackenzie Jackson as she kind of leaned in to pushed into Maggie Gresham.
Yeah, led with the shoulder.
4th team foul on Mills. Now both teams will be in the bonus, shooting 2 free throws for the remainder 5 minutes, 20 seconds here to go in the second quarter. Any foul that's called. Caden Brown's open in the lane. She'll drive, draw the foul. Can't get the bucket. She'll go to the free throw line. Almost a chance at a 3-point play. We may get into a free throw shooting contest. At least for the remainder of the second quarter. Clinton made 1 free throw so far. Caden Brown misses the first one. Maybe 2 free throws. That's right, Olivia Johnson and Caden. Caden's going to miss that one. And Mills comes up with a rebound. Get it over to Gregory. She'll get down the floor. And Lexi Wallace going to strip it away low. Whistled for the foul. So 2 shots coming up from Mills. Well, Gregory is quick, fast, dribbling the basketball in hands.
Yeah, a lot of speed there. We'll see that night in and night out. Speed you see tonight.
And her first one is up and good. Geneva Gregory. And her second misses. Rebound, Olivia Johnson. Long pass down the floor to Wallace. A couple defenders. She's got Kaylin Lasta too. Olivia's going to dribble back behind the 3-point line. Does Lexi. Closely guarded, but she's got a spin. And Caden Brown's going to drive, take on the defender, and score. Caden Brown for 2. Very confident and assertive. 28-22.
Jackets needed that one.
3-point shot short, off the rim, tip. Mills gets it back. Another offensive rebound and a putback by Ambrielle Tenor.
Get the initial miss, but then they get the rebound. Kind of reminds you of the 2 Heber games we had this year.
Trying to inbound the ball, knocked out of bounds. We'll keep it with the Yellow Jackets. In front of the Mills cheerleaders. They wear a dark green, I don't know if that's a forest green and a gold. Kaylin does get it to Caden. And on the dribble, defender on her hip, give it to Olivia Johnson. Olivia wants to get to the lane. Ball's knocked out of bounds. Keep it with the Yellow Jackets. .4:15 remaining in the second quarter, trailing 30-22. Wallace to inbound. She bounces it to Gresham. Back to Lexi. She's going to get to the lane. Bounce off a defender. And gets it to drop. Lexi Wallace. 5 points now, trailing 30-24.
Yeah, still 4 minutes to go in the first half. It's been a long first half.
On the drive. Off the glass. Good. on the press. Mills going to knock it away. They recover. Bounce pass across the lane. Knocked out of bounds. And it belongs to Clinton.
Can't get ragged. You got to get a good press offense set every time. And look how the pressure, it's tight pressure. If you can break it, then you're going to have something on the other end.
And there is steal again. Shot too hard off the glass. Trying to come up with a rebound. Players go to the floor. Somebody's getting the foul. And I think they're going to whistle Mills on that.
And it should be free throws for Clinton
and
on the other
that'll be,
end.
2 free throws for the Yellow Jackets with 3:39 to go in the second quarter in the bonus.
Actually, they don't really shoot well from the fields. It's just either multiple shots or live ball turnovers against the press. You get a layup. So you can limit some of that by not turning the ball over.
Caden's first free throw is up and in. Caden, I think, with 6 points here in the ball game. And her second one pulls the Yellow Jackets within 6. And timeout by Coach Matthew Post. 3:39, trailing 32-26 when we return. You're listening to KHPQ in Clinton High School Sports.
At First Security, we've been investing in our home state since 1932, growing deep roots and even deeper relationships. We're part of Arkansas. It's part of us. Today, First Security puts all of that history and stability to good use for you, pouring our resources into the people and places we love best. Arkansas communities, Arkansas families, and Arkansas futures. First Security. Bank better. FSBank.com, member FDIC.
Hi, I'm Dr. Brian Head, an orthopedic surgeon. Conway Regional is expanding access to care at their Clinton Medical Clinic. Conway Regional Clinton Medical Clinic is accepting new patients for orthopedic evaluations, post and pre-op appointments, and in-office procedures. Conway Regional is committed to bringing care to you when and where you need it most. To make an appointment at Clinton Medical Clinic, call 501-745-4914 or visit conwayregional.org.
In the backcourt. Get it across. See if Clinton can get back within 4 here. She'll back up. Let her teammates get an offensive set. And over to Caden Brown in three-point attempt. It's going to be long. On the offside, Lexi's able to come up with the rebound. Bounce pass in the lane to Maggie. She steps up, puts it in. Can't get it, but she's fouled. And Maggie Gresham to the free throw line.
Not sure how Lexi got rid of that one. She was trapped behind the backboard in a double team, but she got the bounce pass to Maggie Gresham. She drew the foul. Hey, Clinton Mayor Richard McCormick is here. See him down right behind the Yellow Jacket bench in his baseball jacket. And his son Carson McCormick up in Allen Junior College in Iona, Kansas, playing junior college baseball. Maggie hits the first one.
3:02 in the second quarter. I got Maggie with 3 points, and that second free throw gives her 4. And Clinton closest they've been in a while, trailing 32-28. Clinton the number 2, Mills the number 1. And now Clinton 1-3-1 zone defense, mix it up a little bit with Lashley at the top, Gresham in the middle, Brown, Wallace in the wings, Olivia Johnson. She can run the baseline.
Clinton 1-3-1 zone look. They've been running a 3-2 look, and they
pretty shot.
The baseline.
2-pointer. We'll call that the mid-range jumper. Jamara Sheets back to a 6-point lead. Lastly, getting inbound. Well, Mills and Lexi got her trapped in the baseline. Great save by Lexi. Ball's knocked out of bounds. That may have saved the possession if they get to reset the 10-second clock. That ball. I don't know if they were going to get that one near midcourt by the time the 10 seconds ran out.
When the first pass comes in, you're going to get that double team. And they are quick. They spring it on you. Got to get
having a hard time
set.
Getting that first pass quickly, though, in and out. They do get it up the floor to Caden Brown. She's going to turn. Ball's knocked loose, and Mills comes up with it in the backcourt. Long pass hit. Wallace flashes for the steal. Knocks it loose. Can Lexi come up with it? She does. Got a couple defenders. She's on the right side. She's going to take it one-on-one off the glass. Won't go. Tipped up in the air. Maggie's got it, and she's fouled. 2 free throws for Maggie Gresham.
Once again, they're relentless on the boards. The Jackets kept coming at them. Looked like when maybe Lexi got bumped on the shot, no call. But Maggie was there, got the rebound, and was definitely fouled.
2:02 in the second quarter. And the first one is up and in. 34-29. Good free throw shooting by the Lady Yellow Jackets so far. And what and the second. The senior pulls Clinton back within 4, 34-30. Mills across midcourt. And Lastly with a steal. One defender on the left, one on the right. She gets by off the glass. Good. Kaylin's first points pulls the Lady Yellow Jackets within 2.
Jackets keep crawling back into it. 1-3-1 zone look a little bit, give them a little bit of trouble here.
Mills can see they like to get up and down the floor, but once they do get it across half court, if the defensive set, they're going to run it. They'll run an offensive set, kind of be deliberate, and 3-point shot from the right side won't go. Rebound Warren. It's going to force her to get back out near the baseline. Tipped on the cross-court pass. Going to drive, pull up, shot blocked, foul called. Free throws for the Comets.
Well, number 5, she is a blur out there. That's Streets. She is a blur.
Kaden Lashley's third personal foul. Cameron Keese already on the bench with 4 fouls here in the first half. And only 6 players have played so far for Coach Matthew Post.
Yeah, Kaylin has got to get to halftime with just those 3 fouls. She can't pick up another one here. Like Coach Post just told her that.
Misses the second, so 1 for 2 at the line. Jamira Streets.
Come back and help. Might need a timeout.
Trailing by 3, 27, 26, 25.
Ooh, barely got that across the line.
Wallace going to drive, get by 1, shot over a second, miss, ball bounces. Maggie got tangled up with the Comet. Ambriel Tenner, and I think Maggie Gresham's going to pick up the foul.
Looked like Lexi got around the neck on the shot. No call. Maggie did foul over the back, and that's now 3 on Maggie. She's got to get to the fourth quarter, or to the third quarter with just 3.
So fouls and free throw shooting here in the second quarter. And Cameron Keith's going to check back in the ball game with those 4 fouls for this final 58 seconds. And the first one is up and in. Ambriel Tenner. Here comes Keith and Gresham out. A 4-point lead. Tenner's second free throw. And it's off the rim. It goes up. It hits the top of the backboard. Comes back and drops through. Coach Matthew Post, I think, was wanting to say it was out of bounds when it may be over the top of the backboard, or at least to the top. But points count. 37-32. Caden Brown on the drive-by. Defender off the glass. Good. Good adjustment by Caden Brown.
And this Pittsburgh hit the shot clock. Top of the backboard is in play.
It's a 3-point ball game. 38 seconds. Shot clock still in effect. About a 10-second differential. Clinton can get a stop. They might have a chance to tie it. They'll pass it, get down to the block, off the glass, won't go, miss, rebound, foul called before the rebound is controlled, and that's going to go against Mills, I believe. That's going to be the call. Clinton's going to shoot free throws, trailing by 3 with 27 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And Cameron Keith, the senior, will go to the line.
The Jackets trailed 28-22 at one point, 32-26. And they got a chance to ease back into it before the half.
Cameron's going to miss the first.
Arch, Cam. Get a little arch on it.
Misses the second. And rebound by Mills. 25 seconds. Shot clock off. And they'd probably be wise to try to play for one shot here. Clinton's in a 1-3-1 with Lashley at the top. Keith in the middle, Brown and Wallace in the wings. Johnson in the back. 10 seconds. Gregory, pass over to the left side. 7. They're going to back up. 6 seconds, 5 seconds. Take the deep 3. It's up and good. Deep 3 to end the first half, and it'll be the Mills Comets 40, the Clinton Lady Yellow Jackets 34 from the Class 4A3 regional tournament at Yellow Jacket Arena. We'll take the break. We'll keep the camera rolling, an audio break. Stay with us. You're listening to KHPQ and Clinton High School Sports.
Steve Good at Goods Cash Saver says you can learn a lot about life by playing sports. You may never be the biggest or the fastest, but you can always try to be the very best and give 100%. And that's what they do every day at Goods Cash Saver. Even though they don't have the biggest building, they try to have every item that you might need in groceries. They also overachieve every day in their meat department. So when you're looking for a place to shop, give Goods Cash Saver a try. A supermarket that cares about you and your community and says, go Yellow Jackets.
Adventure awaits, and with the all-new lineup of Chevrolets, those adventures can become reality. Joe Lee Chevrolet has the best lineup of cars, SUVs, and trucks ever. Why go from A to B when imagination can take you everywhere? And remember, when you need service work, Joe Lee's service department can keep your Chevrolet running like new. Make your best deal today at Joe Lee Chevrolet in Clinton. Find new roads in your new Chevy vehicle.
Towing and recovery is the last thing you think about until you really need it. Then you really want the best. There's only one name to call, Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery. They have the largest and latest model recovery fleet in North Central Arkansas. From small towing to heavy-duty towing, Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery on Highway 65 in Clinton is the one to call, 745-2992. That's Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery, 745-2992.
Visiting with Clay Maxey, your hometown Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram dealer. Here's something we don't hear anymore. Prices are dropping at Clay Maxey.
We've just decided with inflation and the way prices are going up on everybody, we wanted to take a real hard look and see how we could help the community by lowering some of our prices. Across the board, we've done everything that we could do to lower prices on our services, our cost of labor, our used inventory. We've got to do it in order to be responsive to our community and our customers.
See the change at ClayMaxeyCDJR.com.
Friday night at the stadium is not the time to worry about your finances. Let First Arkansas Bank and Trust ease your mind with their mobile banking capabilities. You can check your balance, transfer funds between accounts, and even find the nearest ATM for dinner after a road game. The free mobile app is available on the iTunes Store and Android Market. You can cheer loud and proud for the Yellow Jackets because First Arkansas Bank and Trust has you covered. See a branch for more details. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Adventure awaits, and with the all-new lineup of Chevrolets, those adventures can become reality. Joe Lee Chevrolet has the best lineup of cars, SUVs, and trucks ever. Why go from A to B when imagination can take you everywhere? And remember, when you need service work, Joe Lee's service department can keep your Chevrolet running like new. Make your best deal today at Joe Lee Chevrolet in Clinton. Find new roads in your new Chevy vehicle.
First Security has been putting our home state first since 1932, helping fellow Arkansans and their families buy homes, grow businesses, and build futures. Today, First Security is still committed to helping you bank better, providing local solutions and local support in the places we love too. It's community banking with people you know and people you know you can count on. First Security. Bank better. FSBank.com. Member FDIC.
Kick off the season with super fast fiber internet. Pettigene Fiber gives you the home advantage and is the ultimate choice for sports enthusiasts like you. With lightning fast speeds, you'll never miss a touchdown, a slam dunk, or a winning goal again. Say goodbye to buffering and hello to the ultimate sports experience. Call us at 501-745-2493 to sign up. Better internet, better service, and better pricing that will keep you in all the action. You won't want to miss this.
Friday night at the stadium is not the time to worry about your finances. Let First Arkansas Bank and Trust ease your mind with their mobile banking capabilities. You can check your balance, transfer funds between accounts, and even find the nearest ATM for dinner after a road game. The free mobile app is available on the iTunes Store and Android Market. You can cheer loud and proud for the Yellow Jackets because First Arkansas Bank and Trust has you covered. See a branch for more details. Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
And we're back halftime here at Yellow Jacket, day 3 of the Arkansas Activities Association Class 4A3 basketball regional tournament here live from Yellow Jacket Arena. Boy, days 1 and 2 were really good. We had 8 ball games, 4 girls, 4 boys, and I think we were talking last night after the ball game, but 7 of the 8 were all close games. Several of them went down to the end. Only one game that was out of hand. That was the number 1 ranked Pulaski Academy girls. They took care of business on day 1. They took care of business today earlier in the 4 o'clock game today, so they are a team to watch, folks. They may take home a state championship by the time we get done at Magnolia next week. But a lot of close games here, a lot of good crowds. What's a lot of fun when you can fill up the arena. There's a lot of noise, and a good home crowd last night for Clinton, good home crowd tonight watching the Clinton senior girls. And it takes a lot of volunteers to make this happen. Athletic Director Chris Dufran, I saw him earlier and visited with him a little bit, and they got a crew of school folks, students, and then non-school folks helping out. One of those things is the hospitality room that's going here at Yellow Jacket Arena. And a couple of folks in charge. She's got a lot of duty this week. It's hospitality room, it's basketball mom, and I've got Dara Hensley with me. She and Heather Dufran and Becky Dunn's also been in the hospitality room this week and they are feeding as many as 200 a night, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And that folks, you've said it, I sat with an official last night at the table eating. Folks know when there's a regional or state basketball tournament at Clinton, it's one they want to go to, if nothing else, because of the hospitality room. So thanks, Dara Hensley. Kind of tell us how it's all come together this week so far on that end, and how you and Heather and Becky, how y'all have made it happen.
Well, we've been doing it a long time. Coach Thurman, I don't know.
Talking about Shane Thurman years ago, yep.
He asked Susan Parrish to help him one year, and Susan Parrish recruited Heather and I, and we've been doing it ever since. And we try to make our school very proud in our community. Mm-hmm. And people like to eat.
That's right. And it's good that you have a large family, and I'm kind of part of that on your husband's side, on Dr. Kyle Hensley. I think that the dessert table has been fixed by your and Kyle's family all week long, so I know that helps out too. But
no, Grandan, Kyle's mother, Dana Hensley, definitely made a dessert. One thing that Heather and I found out a few years ago is we have such a great following of grandparents. Mm-hmm. And we were trying to figure out desserts because we wanted good homemade desserts. Mm-hmm. And we thought, why don't we ask the grandmas mm-hmm. that are at every ball game? And they have showed up, and they have brought the most delicious homemade desserts. And just every night, they just walk in. Mm-hmm. And I would not dare name another one because I'll forget somebody. But you see them in the crowd every ball game. And so that's who really helps us, mm-hmm. When they're able to stay home and make homemade, delicious mm-hmm. food. Mm-hmm. And they are a big part mm-hmm. of just, being hospitable.
Yeah, a lot of volunteers. And I think also this week, I know that the high school cafeteria folks, they've been involved. I think that was part of soup night, some really good vegetable soup and sandwiches, everything the first night. Last night, Mexican food night, the new Mexican restaurant in town, and they even brought in building owner Bob Bonds from Fayetteville to come down, and I think he was running hamburger meat back and forth on that. It was good to see Bob. If folks know him, been away from Clinton for now, but up in Fayetteville. What, tonight is kind of Italian night and leftover, and I don't know if there's been a sponsor tonight that's brought in some of the food, or?
No, cafeteria ladies.
Okay.
They did our lasagna, but Heather did the spaghetti. Mm-hmm. And it's delicious. They did a great job. They've worked really hard because after their kids are gone during the day, then mm-hmm. they have to start cooking for us. So they have really done a wonderful job.
And something about I heard there was a request to bring in some peach cobbler, but apparently they rolled in with 6 pans of peach cobbler and said, well, you told us we needed to feed 200, and so I think there's peach cobbler for every night of the week.
Yes, but it's delicious. I even had a man tonight saying who made the peach cobbler.
And Dare's being told by the broadcast crew next to us how good it is and that. So I think tomorrow's barbecue for lunch and maybe fried fish tomorrow night. That's right.
Western sizzling tomorrow night.
Well, it's a lot of fun, and I'll join you in the hospitality room after this one. We're going to get underway in a second. I didn't even get time to talk to you about your son, Hester Hensley, and the senior boys. We'll catch up on that maybe before the season ends. But
okay.
Well, thanks, Dare Hensley.
You're very welcome. Mm-hmm. Thank you, Jeff.
Yep. And the Lady Yellow Jackets with the ball here to open the second half, trailing 40-34. It'll be Lexi Wallace, Caden Brown, Olivia Johnson, Maggie Gresham, and Caitlin Lastly. Olivia's going to drive, get in the lane, kind of force up a 2. It's off the rim. It won't go. And Mills with a rebound. Again, got foul trouble in this one. Cameron Keith's got 4. Maggie Gresham's got 4. Maggie's got 3. Caitlin Lastly's got 3. So we saw a lot of fouls. Fouls by both teams in that first half. A lot of free throws in the second quarter. We'll see if the teams adjust, if the officials adjust, how the second quarter is going to play out as Mills is going to turn it over and throw it away here. So Clinton with another chance here, trailing by 6.
Yeah, every possession is precious in a game like this. Got to take care of the basketball. Hopefully the Jackets come out of the locker room maybe fresh again. I only played 6 players tonight with Kenna Collins out with an injury tonight.
And maybe a switch. Wallace deep on the floor. Gets it. Open shot for Caitlin Lassie for 3. It's up. Won't go. High off the rim. Mills for the rebound. Another Comet did a good job of blocking out Olivia. Didn't give her a chance to get close to getting a rebound. Drive in the lane. Lose the ball. Gresham picks it up. Gets it to Lexi Wallace.
Yeah, 3 straight possessions. See if we can score here.
Back up middle of the floor. And Maggie Gresham, they get it to her one-on-one. She'll spin, shoot, draw the foul. Oh, the whistler for a travel before she got the shot off. 6:18 in the third.
That was a good play, though. It was a good matchup that time as the defender on Maggie was, probably giving up 6 inches. So that was a good look. Maybe go back to that. Maggie just needs to turn and shoot when that player's Gardner just turn and shoot it right in her face.
Clinton's going to stay in that 1-3-1 that we saw. They come in the second quarter, I think it was, in the first half. Ball kicked out of bounds. Reset with Mills. Out behind the three-point line. Shot up. Good. The three-point basket. And it's Kristen Johnson. 43-34. Maybe the biggest lead or equal to the biggest lead of the ball game. 9 points. Is that right? For Mills. They'll knock it out of bounds on the defensive press. Clip will have it from the baseline. Inbound ball, Olivia Johnson. She'll let a defender fly by. Attempt the 2-pointer. It won't go. Mills with the rebound.
They had a big first half, and they kind of really tried to clamp down on her the last couple minutes of the second quarter. Hoping to get her freed up here maybe in the second half. But yeah, Olivia, a huge first half with 3 threes. 12 points in the first half. And the Yellow Jackets, this will be the 4th or 5th possession for Clinton here.
Mills with the miss. Ball out of bounds. Keep it with Clinton. Wallace ahead to Johnson. Defense back. Whips it across the court to Caitlin Lastly. Olivia gets it back. Her three-pointer's up. This one just short off the front of the rim. Hits the floor. Coming up the rebound. And now they'll take it away from her. Now Maggie tries to take it back. Is it a tie? Is it a foul? And it's tied up. It'll be alternate possession to Mills. And good effort by Maggie Gresham. You might say rebounding might be the difference in the ball game tonight. Mills getting a lot of rebounds. And Lexi kind of leans in as the offensive player makes a move. And Lexi might have took one there to the face. She's going to be okay, but she's whistled for a foul. Her second personal. Again, Clinton in their guest tonight on the scoreboard, despite playing at Yellow Jacket Arena dressed in pink. Inbound the ball to Mills, under the basket, up and in. Mackenzie Jackson. Mills in the white jersey by virtue of being the higher seed in the bracket. A number 1, Clinton's a number 2 here on semifinal night.
Now, 11. The Jackets had a close gap into the quarter.
Olivia Wright left, but her shot's blocked. And Mills down the floor. Wallace back to defend. Layup off the glass, good. Kristen Johnson, 47-31. Mills on a run. Coach Matthew Post going to take a timeout. 4:41 here in the third. Guess we can keep it here. Got a broadcast
7-0 run
position.
to start the second half by Mills. But Clinton had the ball 3 straight possessions before Mills scored, and the Jackets didn't score. Now it's a 13-point lead, but they were up 28-22, and they were up 32-26 in the first half, and the Yellow Jackets cut it all the way back to 4 at the half. See if they can, you ain't going to get it all back at one time, so maybe the Yellow Jackets, you got to kind of chip away here and try to close the gap. Once again, we always talk about try to get into single digits. There's still 4:41 left in the third quarter. Get it back into single digits. Get into the fourth quarter. Give yourself a chance to win. But Mills a lot of speed, and they put a lot of pressure on us tonight. But the girls they don't show any quit. They're still playing hard, so still got a quarter and a half left in this one.
.441 in the third game of the 4-game set today. Boys game to follow after this one. Lastly, inbounds to Leslie. Lexi Wallach, pressure in the backcourt. And tries to get to Caden Brown, but couple of white jerseys in the way. Still can't get the layup, though. Up to Olivia Johnson. Head to Kaylin Lastly. Bounce pass across the lane. And that one a little hard, a little low. A little bit behind Maggie Gresham. She couldn't get a handle on that one.
Maggie's good, though, at catching a bounce pass. A lot of post players aren't, but that one was behind her.
4:24 here in the third. Now Clinton back in a 3-2 zone. Looks like it's out of that 1-3-1. See if they can make the Comets adjust. Three-pointer, long, offside off the glass. Caden Brown will try to take it away from her. Commit the foul. It goes against Mills. Their second team foul here in the third quarter. Clinton may need to try to get back to a free throw shooting contest like we saw there in the second quarter. They could cause the Comets to commit some fouls here in the third, but only one apiece thus far, and we're midway through the third quarter. Wallace, the dribble, keeps it alive. Inside to Maggie Gresham, the pass from Brown. Shot up, won't go. Going to take it out of there as Lastly. Back to Caden Brown. One defender goes by. Caden puts it up and in. 2 points for Caden Brown. She had a good first half. I've got her, I think maybe that's her 11th point in the ballgame, 47-36.
Back to the kind of a 3-2 zone. We saw some 1-3-1 zone in the first half. Got to try to make them force them to shoot from the outside and hope they miss some, and she hits another one.
Tenor for three. Or they give that to Kirsten Johnson.
Pick your poison. They're so quick, you can't really play them man-to-man. Got to hope in the zone maybe they'll miss a few.
Now 14. Biggest lead of the ballgame for Mills. And Lexi Wallace, her shot's blocked. And the Comets going to get down the floor. Wants to get to the lane. Shot up, won't go. And blocking foul whistled on Caden Brown. A couple of free throws coming up for Geneva Gregory. That's her third personal. So I think that's 3 Lady Jackets with 3 fouls, 1 with 4 on a night when only 6 have played thus far. Gregory misses the first. She'll have a second. And Coach Matthew Post to take a timeout before they can shoot the second free throw. We'll take it with them, trailing 50-36. You're listening to KHPQ in Clinton High School Sports.
Friday night at the stadium is not the time to worry about your finances. Let First Arkansas Bank and Trust ease your mind with their mobile banking capabilities. You can check your balance, transfer funds between accounts, and even find the nearest ATM for dinner after a road game. The free mobile app is available on the iTunes Store and Android Market. You can cheer loud and proud for the Yellow Jackets because First Arkansas Bank and Trust has you covered. See a branch for more details. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
FL Davis Cash Lumber, your Ace Hardware store, is a proud sponsor of Clinton Yellow Jacket Sports. FL Davis Cash Lumber can help with your electrical, plumbing, paint, tools, hardware, and flooring needs. They're a full-service hardware store and lumber yard. FL Davis can provide you with everything you need for your residential or commercial projects. The knowledgeable staff is always on hand to answer your questions. Visit FL Davis Cash Lumber, your Ace Hardware store. Same place, now Ace.
2:54 still left here in the third quarter. You said you got to get the thing into single digits, and the Yellow Jackets turn it over again, but Mills missed, but got their own rebounds, and so they'll have it. Driving the lane, a runner no good, and Lashley gets the rebound. 2:38 to go in the third. Winner moves on to the regional final. Brown, Lydia Johnson, her two-pointer is good. As she had a toe on the line, it's 50-39. Johnson with two more.
Really kind of Olivia Johnson and Caden Brown leading the way tonight for the Lady Yellow Jackets.
Check, that's 50-38. I thought that was a two-pointer. They put 3 on the board to start with. And shot short. Maggie Gresham with the rebound.
Over to Caden Brown, the senior. Those two seniors on the floor. Coach Matthew Post. Inside to Gresham. The pass from Wallace. Spin. Help defender. Drawing the foul is Maggie Gresham. So back to the free throw line where she made 4 free throws in the first half. She'll have another chance here. Stops the game clock at 1:56 of the third quarter.
If you look down, maybe, I don't know, one advantage, maybe Mills maybe getting a little tired. I see one squatting down and a couple got their hands on their hips.
And Maggie.
Yellow Jackets she hits the first one, but Clinton's only played 6 players tonight, so our girls have put a lot of minutes in tonight.
Gresham, the North Arkansas Community College commit, plans to head up to Harrison next year and continue her basketball career. Along with Caden Brown, her teammate. Maggie gets both free throws. And Yellow Jackets back within 10. Was it 14 just a moment ago? So a minute 50 to go in the third quarter. On the drive, kind of floater, shot up, won't go. Caden Brown with a rebound, and they're not going to take it away from Caden Brown. Up the floor to Lexi Wallace.
Here's your chance to get the single digits.
I think Lexi, I've only got her with 5 points tonight, a 3 and a 2. They're making it tough to score. This time she's going to drive, get it up with the left hand, won't go. Off the board, off the rim, and wrestling for the basketball. You had Maggie on the floor. You had Kaylin Lashley up high. I think they're going to give it to Kaylin Lashley. No, they're going to give it to Maggie Gresham, and that is her 4th personal foul, along with Cameron Keith has 4. So
yeah, you got to let that one go. They already had the rebound. And we'll need Maggie in the ball game. Now she has 4.
And now away from the basketball. Maybe not a foul. Officials saw players Caden Brown and for the Comets, number 21, I don't have her name and jersey, kind of jockeying for position. And she's going to stop the game, talk to him a little bit, and tell him to be careful, or somebody will get a foul called the next time it happens. So here we go. Mills with the basketball, 1:10 seconds. High post, free throw line, step down the lane, shot too hard off the glass. Maggie Gresham with the rebound. Out to Lexi Wallace. She's going to drive, got a defender on her hip. Shot up, won't go. Mills for the rebound. And they'll throw it down the floor. One-handed pass if they can catch up with it. Won't go, but there's a rebounder. Shot, foul called.
There's the foul go on. There's the big one here. And he gave it to Maggie Gresham.
And that will be Maggie's 5th personal foul. And she will leave the ball game. Cameron Keith will return.
And 3 different players there. It could have went to anybody, and the official gave it to Maggie, and she fouls out with 49 seconds to go in the third quarter.
Missed the shot, but a couple of free throws, and the first one's up and in. Dinea had her name earlier. It's Barker, Barton. And Coach Matthew Post on a night when he doesn't have a lot of options. He just couldn't afford to take Maggie Gresham out of the ball game. Playing with 4, and she fouls out quickly with that 5th one. But we were talking to him last night after the ball game. He talked about Lexi Wallace into the third quarter. I think went out with 4. She came right back in the fourth quarter and said, I can't take Lexi Wallace out of a ball game. He couldn't last night. Didn't feel like he could go ahead and win that ball game with Lexi out. So sometimes you got to do what you have to do. Wallace for 3, just short off the rim. Rebound, quick pass. Up the floor, off the glass, too hard. Tipped around, off Caden's hands.
I think the Mills player came from out of bounds, didn't reestablish herself inbounds, and it's the first one to touch the ball, so Clinton will have it.
Well, Mills gets up and down the floor so fast. You never get a clean break. On the offensive side of things, getting to the basket, and they're going to get it down the floor quickly when they're pushing it. And Clinton's going to throw it away on the offensive end. 8 seconds remaining in the third quarter. They'll get it across midcourt. And let's see a final shot behind the three-point line. A miss, and the third quarter comes to an end. It'll be Mills 52, the Lady Yellow Jackets 40. Fourth and final quarter from the Class 4A 3 Regional Basketball Tournament at Yellow Jacket Arena. Stay with us. You're listening to KHPQ and Clinton High School Sports.
First Security has been putting our home state first since 1932, helping fellow Arkansans and their families buy homes, grow businesses, and build futures. Today, First Security is still committed to helping you bank better, providing local solutions and local support in the places we love too. It's community banking with people you know and people you know you can count on. First Security. Bank better. FSbank.com. Member FDIC.
Towing and recovery is the last thing you think about until you really need it. Then you really want the best. There's only one name to call, Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery. They have the largest and latest model recovery fleet in North Central Arkansas. From small towing to heavy-duty towing, Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery on Highway 65 in Clinton is the one to call, 745-2992. That's Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery, 745-2992.
About to get the fourth quarter underway here. I'm Jeff Hall. That's Mike Hawley. Aaron Duhon is our video engineer. Kelsey Robertson in the studio. Sid King getting it all set up throughout the week for us. Day 3 of the Class 4A3 Regional Basketball Tournament here at Yellow Jacket Arena. Fourth day coming up tomorrow. Semifinal games at noon and 1:30 tomorrow. Championships tomorrow at 6 and 7:30. Both these teams, all the teams playing today, they're going to head to Magnolia next week for the Class 4A state tournament. They're part of that final group of 16. We're just playing for seeding tonight and tomorrow before heading off to Magnolia. Yellow Jacket basketball, they trail by 12. Lastly, Johnson, Brown, Keith. Lastly, Olivia inside. Can't get the 2 to go. And Mills, good save. She's falling out of bounds. Able to save the possession. And on the drive, gets to the lane, shot up, rolls around, falls off the right side of the rim. They get it back. Second shot misses. Get a put back, third misses. Fourth, up and in. That's Kristen Johnson, and there's too many offensive rebounds tonight for the Mills Comets. Getting the ball to Cameron Keith. The left-hander's going to take it all the way down the floor and draw the foul just in front of the Yellow Jacket bench. Trailing 54-40. Lexi trying to scrape off by some screens. She'll get to the lane, put it up with the right hand. Good finish by Lexi. 7 points, 54-42. Into the corner, fake the three, drive, dish in the lane, shot up and in. 2 points. Gabriel Tenner. 56-42. Keith again up the left side. Good job. Gets the ball across midcourt and gets it to Wallace. She's going to right, left, spin, get in the lane. They'll strip it low, but a foul called. Second team foul here of the quarter. Non-shooting. Jamera Street, her
Olivia,
fourth.
since she had that great start to the game. Only 2 points here in the second half.
They look inside, not there. Get it to Caden Brown. Olivia behind a screen in the corner. Won't go. Long rebound. Olivia's got it back. She'll put up a 2 in the lane, and it goes. Olivia for 2 more. 56-44.
Good set inbounds play. Ran her off a couple of screens, got the shot. Didn't hit it, but she got her own rebound and scored. Still hanging around.
On the drive, too hard off the glass, but a foul called.
And the fouls keep coming.
For Lexi, that's her third personal foul. My college, you see that today. Lexi's mom, Sarah Wallace, she clipped the videos from last night's broadcast of our call on Lexi's third and fourth personal fouls and played the audio with the video of those calls and posted those today.
Not sure if I want to hear what I said again.
Well, you know, we usually don't ever comment on officiating, and but that both kind of caught us off guard there for a bit, like, whoa, what we thought we didn't see.
Yep.
Missed the free throw. The putback misses, out of bounds, and keep it with Mills.
Missed a couple free throws, got a break, but we couldn't get the rebounds.
Bounce pass, three-point attempt to the right side, good. Well, they've hit just enough three-pointers tonight to almost at times like a dagger, as they say. Still a lot of time left to play, but it takes it out of you and gives them their biggest lead of the ball game, 59-44. Johnson gets to the lane. Defender there. She'll have to turn, spin, and shoot. Olivia for 2. 5:39. Coach Matthew Post wants a timeout. Stay with us. You're listening to KHPQ in Clinton High School Sports.
Wherever the river flows and however the game goes, the River Company is a proud sponsor of Clinton Yellow Jacket Sports. Just like in sports, you want someone who has your back. The professional team at the River Company Insurance does just that. They'll work hard to find you the most coverage at the best possible price. Whether it's business, farm, ranch, personal, or automotive, the team at the River Company will get you exactly what you need. Sports is a team effort, so come join the team at the River Company.
Yellow Jacket Basketball is brought to you in part by these fine Yellow Jacket boosters. By Main Street Florist. By Joe and Hash. Troy Groszowski with Edward Jones of Clinton. By Carrie Renfro of CMG Home Loans. By Susie Allen Salon. By Meller Sanitation. By the Webb Family Auction. These fine sponsors help bring you tonight's game.
And we're back here to the sounds of Dwight Yokel, played by Jason Lynch. The Jackets trail 59-46, 5:39 left in this one. Let's see if they got one last run left in them. The Jackets going now 1-3-1 zone defense coming out of the timeout. Maybe trying to spread out a little bit farther to cover those three-point shooters.
Lastly, Wallace, Brown, Keith, and Johnson. And the left side, three-point attempt won't go. Lexi Wallace takes it out of the air. She's got two defenders in the backcourt. 30 seconds, 29 seconds, 28, 27. Good pass. Kaden Brown gets it across.
1 second to spare.
And they'll take it away from her behind her. Momentum's going to carry out of bounds. And back to the Yellow Jackets. Well, they're pretty relentless.
Would like to have the basketball, but his player ran out of bounds with it. Not sure.
Mills is almost
not
relentless.
Sure that was a close call whatsoever.
Up high to Caden Brown. Ends up back out Pass away behind the three-point line. Cameron's going to drive with the left hand, left side, shot up, basket goes. Official maybe confer, count it. And the foul. Cameron Keith a chance for the three-point play.
Yeah, they're face guarding Olivia Johnson now, so there's going to be some openings for Cam and Caden and Kaylin lastly. They're face guarding Lexi and Olivia.
The senior Keith. Shot bounces around the rim. Tip. Hey, Caden gets it. And Caden's going to put it up and in. So 4 points on that.
Back to 9.
Time down the floor.
Been in a while.
4:48 remaining. Maggie Gresham is fouled out. Kenna Collins is injured tonight, not playing. Jumper from the free throw line, and it sticks. It sticks on the rim.
And a bad break for the Jackets.
So,
possession arrow goes to Mills. We might have had that rebound.
It's an alternate possession call, and it will go to the Comets.
I want to thank all of our sponsors. The worst season's still going, but thank those sponsors of Hogs and Heifers and First Arkansas Bank and Trust and Petty Jean Fiber for bringing you the live stream. I want to thank Artelco, too, for providing us some internet and some hardware here at Yellow Jacket Arena. Thanks to the folks down at Artelco, your locally owned telephone company.
And now we're back to action. Mills to inbound. 4:37 remaining. Free throw line jumper, short, out of bounds. Nobody touched it, and it belongs to the Yellow Jackets. Hey, you just said 9 points. Close, it's been a while. Clint's got a chance to get it maybe to 7 or possibly 6. They got to get it down the floor against the full court press. Again, you want to get it to Lexi Wallace if you can. They do. She can stay away from a trap. She does. Lastly, back to Lexi. And she'll get it across. Into the corner, Caden Brown faked a three. Dribbles to the lane. Back out to Johnson. It's been Olivia Johnson and Caden Brown leading the scoring. Olivia, 2-point attempt, won't go. Battle for it. Keith's on the floor. Mills converges. Are they going to, what's the call? Are they going to tie up?
A jump ball, but that's a place where you could call the foul with the new rule. I think she did call the foul.
Hey.
Or did she? Nope. Yeah. You can no longer, if players are on the floor with the ball, a standing player cannot dive on the floor to create a jump ball anymore. That was a good call by the official because there was a Clinton player, that was Cam Keith, and there was a Mills player there, and then a second Mills player dove on top.
And she was so quick to make that call, didn't allow much of a scramble, so she's well aware of that. And ball knocked out of bounds by Mills. And that is Mills. That's their 4th team foul. Clinton's going to be shooting free throws for 4 minutes and 11 seconds.
Yeah.
This fourth quarter, we
stopped.
Inbound the ball to Olivia Johnson. Back to Keith. Cameron's going to drive the lane. They let her go. The left-hander off the glass. Good. 59-52. 4 minutes remaining. On the drive. Mills gets the lane. They'll toss it back out. Makes a move. Misses. Caden Brown's got it. Could Clinton come back? Brown to Keith. Cameron's on the drive. Dishes to Lassie. It's loose on the floor. Mills comes up with it. Lexi's. They're going to race down for Mills. They're going to throw it away. Clinton gets it back with 3:35 to go.
Yeah, that box or the triangle and 2 on Wallace and Olivia Johnson. That's creating those drives for the other 3 Yellow Jacket players. And Cam's took advantage of it twice and scored. Took the lead back to 7. 3:35 to go. And we'd definitely like to see some fouls and score with the clock stopped. As Mills having to take a timeout here. I want to thank some sponsors here also for bringing the tournament to Clinton. It takes a lot of money to put on one of these tournaments. I want to thank Barksdale Federal Credit Union, First Service Bank, Westfall Aviation, Farm Bureau, Bank of 1889, Oaf Western Wear, Van Buren County Coroner Joe Tosi, Ozark View Funeral Home, Boston Mountain Rural Health, Huddle House, Susie Allen, Joe Lee Chevrolet, F.L. Davis Cash Lumber, Sonic, Clinton Drug, Clinton First United Methodist Church, Redeemed Roofing, Warren Dental, Cash Saver, Joey Dobbs State Farm, Lexi and Kaylin's Fan Club Incorporated, Clinton Feed and Ranch Supply, Maggie, Cameron, and Caden, Artelco, Dawson Aircraft, First Security Bank, Arkansas Mountain Real Estate, Goodwin and Herman Associates, Ozark Construction, HTW, El Centenaro, Huddle House, Spates Electric, American Paper and Twine, Little Red Restaurant, and the Indian Hills Golf Resort. Thank you for helping to bring high-level high school basketball to Clinton and Yellow Jacket Arena.
And out of the timeout, Clinton trailing 59-52, 3:35. I think if you would have asked me moments ago in the third quarter when Rollton pulled out that 15-point lead, I don't know that I saw a scenario where Clinton could get back in this one. And they've got it to 7 and the ball. Could they do it? Wallace up to Brown. She'll get it across midcourt. And that's been a challenge throughout the ball game. Lexi Wallace on the drive. She gets by one defender. She'll put it up. Oh, can't get it at the end.
That was a big one there. She did a great job to cross over and beat her defender.
And
Mills is still, they're kind of huffing and puffing.
And let's see what they're going to do out of the timeout. Will they spread the floor a bit, or are they going to adjust to the Clinton 1-3-1? They got a couple players high. They're going to kind of play pass and catch over the top of Caitlin Lastly, utilize some clock. So maybe that's what they're doing here. Try to shorten the game. Under 3 minutes now.
Don't foul.
Hey, out of bounds. Yep. And Mills turns it over. Wallace defending.
Yeah, shot clock that down to 5. Didn't want to foul there.
So Mills uses about 30 seconds or more.
Yeah, that's not Mills' game right there to hold the ball for 30 seconds. They like to shoot in 10 and have you shoot in 10.
Wallace ahead to Brown. Caden at midcourt. And they'll knock it away from her. On the drive, Wallace defending 2-on-1. Misses his shot.
Oh, man. And wow. Was that late? Woo!
And they will whistle Lexi Wallace for the foul. I think that's going to be her 4th. Only the second team foul. It's her 4th personal. It looked like maybe a missed layup. It's going to turn into 2 free throws. Misses the first one.
I think the lateness is what the fans are upset about. The play was clearly over, and then the foul came.
And the second free throw, that's Mackenzie King. And she gets it to go. The lead is 8, 2 minutes, 38 seconds. Wallace and Brown in the backcourt, couple defenders.
And there's the foul. It stops the clock and will walk the length of the floor and shoot free throws.
And Brill Tenner in the backcourt. So Caden Brown, 2 free throws. Best case scenario for Clinton to stop the clock, go to the line. Caden Brown's having a good scoring night. I got her in officially with 13 points. 3 of those are from the free throw line. She's a senior. It's not her last game, win or lose. The girls are going to come back and play tomorrow regardless. They're going to go to the state tournament next week, but her playing career is winding down here on her home court, Yellow Jacket Arena.
Caden 3 for 5 at the line tonight. Make it 4 for 6.
She shot that one quick. She was ready. Didn't have to think about it. 60-53. In and out. Won't go. Tipped. And Mills comes down with it. Trailing by 7. 2:28 to go. At midcourt. Lastly there. And Mills going to throw it away. 2:20. So the Comets giving the Lady Yellow Jackets a chance here in the final minutes of this one.
Slow down is not their game. 2 straight turnovers.
Their defensive pressure so tough. It's a challenge to get the ball.
Here comes the trap.
Across midcourt. They do. Keith's got it. May turn into it. Well, it's a 2-on-2. Keith's on the right side. Cross the lane past Johnson. There's a foul called before Olivia Johnson's basket. It's an offensive foul. No basket. Mills basketball. Cameron Keith on the drive, and that's going to be her 5th personal foul. She's going to foul out. Maggie Gresham has already fouled out with 2:12 remaining. 60-53. Mills wants a timeout. 2:12 when we return. Yellow Jackets trailing by 7. You're listening to KHPQ and Clinton High School Sports.
At First Security, we've been investing in our home state since 1932, growing deep roots and even deeper relationships. We're part of Arkansas. It's part of us. Today, First Security puts all of that history and stability to good use for you, pouring our resources into the people and places we love best. Arkansas communities, Arkansas families, and Arkansas futures. First Security. Bank better. fsbank.com, member FDIC.
Hi, I'm Dr. Brian Head, an orthopedic surgeon. Conway Regional is expanding access to care at their Clinton Medical Clinic. Conway Regional Clinton Medical Clinic is accepting new patients for orthopedic evaluations, post and pre-op appointments, and in-office procedures. Conway Regional is committed to bringing care to you when and where you need it most. To make an appointment at Clinton Medical Clinic, call 501-745-4914 or visit conwayregional.org.
Well, back here at Yellow Jacket Arena, 60-53 Mills. Well, the Lady Yellow Jackets have not quit. Second Yellow Jacket to foul out. Cam Keith checks out. Shelby Standridge checks in for the first time today. Mills will have it. The Jackets came into the fourth quarter down 52-40, and they've cut it to 7 with 2 minutes left.
Comets get it across midcourt. And they'll pass across the lane. Shot up, contested by Johnson. Misses. They get the rebound. The putback foul called. Can't get the bucket, but 2 free throws coming up for Tenor.
I think Mills decided to get out of the delay game. They went right to the basket that time. The last 2 trips, they tried to take time off the clock and committed 2 turnovers.
That foul was on Caden Brown, her second, team's 4th. Tenor misses the first free throw.
Got a rebound here. We're pretty small. Got a rebound. But Mills only put 1 rebounder in there. That may be a mistake by Mills if she misses this one, because they've been giving the Yellow Jackets fits on these free throw rebounds.
Tenor's second free throw is up and good. Now defensive press. Johnson needs help. Got to get it in. Tries to get to Wallace. Lexi chase it down just before it goes out of bounds. Ahead to Caden Brown. Trailing by 8. Cross midcourt. Defender falls down. She's going to take it all the way. Slide by defender. 2-pointer good by Caden Brown. And the official's going to stop play.
We'll trade them 2 for 1 there. 61-55 down to 6.
Was that a bench warning or coach coming out on the floor?
I think
I'm not sure.
For the player to tie the shoe.
Okay. And Clinton's going to.
If I'd been Mills, I'd have been mad. Well, that was their player, though. Ooh, almost walked there.
Into the corner. 3-point shot up. In and
shot
out.
Early. They shot early.
Caden Brown with a rebound. Kaylin Lastly. They could pull within 4, maybe 3. Back out high to Lexi Wallace on the dribble. Splits 2. Floater in the lane. Good! Lexi Wallace for 2. Closest Clinton's been. It's maybe the first half. Trailed by 4. Brown, Lastly, Wallace. Pass in the lane. Knocked away. Caden Brown comes up with it. If she can get away from a double team, she does to Wallace. Lexi's got it. Up the floor. Minute to play. Shelby Standridge left side. Defender there. Back to Lexi Wallace.
Olivia, you got to get open here. To the corner. Here she is.
Lexi's going to spin right, left, splits 2 off the glass. Good. It's a 2-point game. Who would have thought? It's a 2-point game. Clock running with 43 seconds. Shot clock's on. And a quick foul by Kaylin Lastly.
Timeout.
Oh, a timeout before the foul. A timeout, 40 seconds. When we return, let's take the break. You're listening to KHPQ and Clinton High School Sports.
Steve Good at Goods Cash Savers says you can learn a lot about life by playing sports. You may never be the biggest or the fastest, but you can always try to be the very best and give 100%. And that's what they do every day at Goods Cash Saver. Even though they don't have the biggest building, they try to have every item that you might need in groceries. They also overachieve every day in their meat department. So when you're looking for a place to shop, give Goods Cash Saver a try. A supermarket that cares about you and your community and says, go Yellow Jackets.
Adventure awaits, and with the all-new lineup of Chevrolets, those adventures can become reality. Jolie Chevrolet has the best lineup of cars, SUVs, and trucks ever. Why go from A to B when imagination can take you everywhere? And remember, when you need service work, Jolie's service department can keep your Chevrolet running like new. Make your best deal today at Jolie Chevrolet in Clinton. Find new roads in your new Chevy vehicle.
I think we're back here, 61-59. Who would have thought it? Jackets have been down by as many, I guess it's 14 at one point. They have not quit. They've had 2 players foul out. And there's 40 seconds left, 30 on the shot clock. Do you foul early or do you play it out?
Here we go. Lastly, Wallace. It's up. Oh, I thought she was going to take a quick 3. Oh, almost threw it into the backcourt. Mills living dangerously. Going to drive the baseline. They will put up a 2. It's short. There's a foul away from the shot. Mills player went down. Is that a foul call? And it will be on the Yellow Jackets. Shelby Standridge away from the ball. Team's 5th. 2 free throws for Mills.
They missed the initial shot. I guess they thought maybe Johnson, who's really good around the basket, was going to get the rebound. So a good foul. Make her shoot the free throws. Still 28 and a half seconds left.
And the first one is up and good.
Got to block out. They've got the rebounders back in the game, and they've got them back along the foul line. So
Kirsten Johnson.
Shelby and Caden have got a good job of getting that initial block out.
Johnson's second free throw is up and in. Inbound the ball. They do. They get it to Wallace. Only a single player in the backcourt. It's a man press. And up to Shelby Standridge. She gets away from the defender. Back to Lexi.
3. You just got to have a
22nd. Lexi's going to get to the lane. Put it up over the field. Good! Lexi Wallace for 2 more. 15 seconds. Clock
Foul
running.
early.
Trailing by 2. They're
They
going to throw it.
Oh, he almost threw it away.
Oh, they got it back on the sideline.
Oh, my gosh. I thought that was going out of bounds in front of us.
Uh-oh. And there was a foul, and now Lexi Wallace is on the floor in pain with 9 seconds remaining. Well, she's going to get a hand up.
Probably of 90% of the teams we played this year, that player would not have been able to run that down and save it. She had enough speed to keep it from going out of bounds. But she got to hit the free throw. She's got to hit 2 to finish us off.
Lexi's walking gingerly. She's going to be okay. She's going to stay in the ballgame. Maybe biggest free throw of the night thus far for Mills. Oh, and they get it.
Give Mills credit, 3 for 3 here with the pressure on. But
now this one to make it a 2-possession game. It's up, misses, rebound, Standridge. Lastly, 7 seconds, 6 across midcourt. They need a 3. Over to Kane Brown. They'll knock it away. It's loose on the floor. Mills has it, and the Comets survive. The number 1 seed Comets survive. The Lady Yellow Jackets, 64-61. What a valiant effort by Coach Matthew Post and his senior girls to come back and have a chance in the final possession as they'll meet at midcourt, shake hands, and then gather at the half-court circle for a post-game prayer. Well, how about that? It's regional basketball, 2 good teams. Somebody's got to win, somebody's got to lose.
The Jackets outscored them 21-12 in the fourth quarter. And with 2 starters fouled out of the game, you got to give Coach Post, Coach Johnson, and the ladies a lot of credit. They could have given up when they were down 14. It would have been easy to do, but they got back and had a chance. Got within 1 possession here at the end of the game, but they fall 64-61. But what a performance by the Lady Yellow Jackets against the number 1 seed on this side of the bracket, Little Rock Mills Lady Comets. But stay with us for the post-game show. We'll wrap this one up. Ladies, we'll mention now and we'll mention later they play tomorrow 12 noon. And a third-place game is really important. It gives you a much better seeding for next week. But stay with us. Listen to the home of the Yellow Jackets on KHPQ.
Towing and recovery is the last thing you think about until you really need it. Then you really want the best. There's only one name to call, Justin's Collision Repair, Towing, and Recovery. They have the largest and latest model recovery fleet in north central Arkansas. From small towing to heavy-duty towing, Justin's Collision Repair, Towing, and Recovery on Highway 65 in Clinton is the one to call, 745-2992. That's Justin's Collision Repair, Towing, and Recovery, 745-2992.
Visiting with Clay Maxey, your hometown Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram dealer. Here's something we don't hear anymore. Prices are dropping at Clay Maxey.
We've just decided with inflation and the way prices are going up on everybody, we wanted to take a real hard look and see how we could help the community by lowering some of our prices. Across the board, we've done everything that we could do to lower prices on our services, our cost of labor, our used inventory. We've got to do it in order to be responsive to our community and our customers.
See the change at ClayMaxeyCDJR.com.
Friday night at the stadium is not the time to worry about your finances. Let First Arkansas Bank and Trust ease your mind with their mobile banking capabilities. You can check your balance, transfer funds between accounts, and even find the nearest ATM for dinner after a road game. The free mobile app is available on the iTunes Store and Android Market. You can cheer loud and proud for the Yellow Jackets because First Arkansas Bank and Trust has you covered. See a branch for more details. Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Adventure awaits, and with the all-new lineup of Chevrolets, those adventures can become reality. Joe Lee Chevrolet has the best lineup of cars, SUVs, and trucks ever. Why go from A to B when imagination can take you everywhere? And remember, when you need service work, Joe Lee's service department can keep your Chevrolet running like new. Make your best deal today at Joe Lee Chevrolet in Clinton. Find new roads in your new Chevy vehicle.
First Security has been putting our home state first since 1932, helping fellow Arkansans and their families buy homes, grow businesses, and build futures. Today, First Security is still committed to helping you bank better, providing local solutions and local support in the places we love too. It's community banking with people you know and people you know you can count on. First Security. Bank better. FSBank.com. Member FDIC.
Kick off the season with super fast fiber internet. Pettigene Fiber gives you the home advantage and is the ultimate choice for sports enthusiasts like you. With lightning fast speeds, you'll never miss a touchdown, a slam dunk, or a winning goal again. Say goodbye to buffering and hello to the ultimate sports experience. Call us at 501-745-2493 to sign up. Better internet, better service, and better pricing that will keep you in all the action. You won't want to miss this.
My colleague Jeff Hall, Aaron Duhan back here at Yellow Jacket Arena. The Yellow Jackets made a game out of it. They've fallen out by a score of 64-61 to the Little Rock Mills Lady Comets. And Jackets, it was a good first quarter. It was 19-19. Jackets jumped out to probably the biggest lead of the game. I guess it's 13-9 and 16-12. And then Mills came back to tied at 19. Mills led 40-34 at the half. And it was 52-40 Mills heading into the fourth quarter. Mills had as much as a 14-point lead at one time, but here come the Yellow Jackets. They wouldn't quit. Had a couple players foul out, but they outscored Mills in that fourth quarter 21-12 and got it down to one possession and gave themselves a chance. And that's all you can ask for. And a tremendous effort tonight by the Lady Yellow Jackets. Some scoring for Mills. Geneva Gregory with 2 points. Kalia Sanders 2 points. Jamara Streets 3 points. And Brielle Chinner with 12 points. Mackenzie King 9 points. Kristen Johnson 17 points. Mackenzie Jackson 2. Danae Barton with 4 for Mills University. Mills now, they went 17 of 28, by the way, at the free throw line. I'm going to kind of figure that up. But they also hit 5 3-pointers on the night. Let me get that number for you. 17 divided by 28. If you're scoring at home, that was a 61% from the free throw line. Yellow Jackets only got to the free throw line 18 times tonight, 28 times for Mills. Yellow Jackets, Cameron Keith came in, did a great job in the second half, had 4 points. Kaylin Lashley, good job, 4 points, played every minute. Caden Brown, 16 points tonight for the senior, 9 in the first half, 7 in the second half. Maggie Gresham with 8 points. before fouling out with about 45 seconds to go in the third quarter. Lexi Wallace, only 3 points in the first half, but 10 big ones in the second half. She finishes with 13. And Olivia Johnson, great start tonight. 18 points, 12 of those in the first half. Then they started pounding her all over the floor. She got 6 in the second half, and she finished with 18. Yellow Jackets went 12 of 18 from the line. That's 67%, and they had 4 3-point baskets. Mills now 18-8 on the year. They'll move on to the championship game tomorrow night at 6 o'clock. They've now won 10 games in a row. And the Lady Yellow Jackets now 14-17. And they will move on to tomorrow's consolation game right here at Yellow Jacket Arena at 12 noon. And they've now won 3 of their last 5 games, and they dropped down to 8-6 at games played here at Yellow Jacket Arena. Player of the game, Jeff Hall.
How about a junior and a senior? How about Caden Brown and Olivia Johnson? Kind of led the way. Lexi Wallace strong at the ender to come up with points when points were needed. But Olivia and Caden really consistent throughout the ball game and had a big night and depended on tonight against a tough opponent.
Yep. 2 good choices, Caden Brown, Olivia Johnson, your First Arkansas Bank and Trust players of the game. Thank you, First Arkansas Bank and Trust, for all your support of Yellow Jacket Athletics, all the way to the player of the game to the one of the sponsors of the live stream. We thank them. Located Cash Saver parking lot downtown Clinton, are as close as your computer. Well, we'll be back on the air tomorrow, Jeff Hall.
It's not over.
11:50 tomorrow, and there's a lot riding on that consolation game. You get third place, get a much better seed for next week's state tournament.
I think also what that does mean, then we can confirm that win or lose tomorrow, Clinton's opening round game in Magnolia State Tournament is going to be next Wednesday. But the number 2 seed, 3 seed, and 4 seed, they all play on Wednesday of next week. So if you're making your trips to go down, that'll be the first game for the Lady Yellow Jackets. So we'll get our travel plans along with everybody else. I was asking some folks from the school side if they've been looking at it. They said they've talked about it. They're going to wait and see how things shake out to finalize things. So we'll look forward to that after tomorrow. So come out and join us for noon tomorrow. If not, we'll have it here for you on the radio and the live stream. For Sid King, for Kelsey Robertson, for Aaron Duhan, our video engineer. That's Mike Holly. I'm Jeff Hall.